Hello, and welcome to video number 7 in our amazing series. So how did it go? Were you able to make the steps that you needed to in order to begin to make those changes? That first step is often the most difficult, so hopefully you managed to overcome that. It's very important for us to make those steps in order to bridge the gap between visualization and realizing our dreams. At this point, we're going to talk a little bit more about the obstacles that we have to overcome. There are many obstacles to overcoming our success, not the least of which is the fear of failure itself, which comes from within us. But there are other obstacles that we have to climb over as well, like the disbelief of those around us that we can succeed. Those obstacles make it even more difficult. Sometimes it's so difficult that it seems like the opportunities that we have to bridge that gap between our dreams and our success are almost impossible to overcome. And in order to do that, we're going to have to build our brave. And in order to build our brave, one of the things that we're going to use as a tool is reinforcement. Reinforcement can come in a lot of different forms, but reinforcing our brave is very important. And it's one of the things that we're going to talk about in this video. There are lots of ways in which we can reinforce our brave. My favorite is by the reward. Rewards are incredibly important, and there are lots of ways that we can give ourselves the rewards that we need in order to keep us going. When I was a young girl, I found that one of the best ways for me to get the kind of recognition that I needed was from myself. I frequently had conversations with myself about the little things that I would do throughout the day that made my day a better place to be. The wins. The little wins that we make throughout the day and throughout our progress toward our success are important to recognize, and we need to make sure that we're taking the time to stop and recognize these little wins. One of the rewards that I like to use is a mental pat on the back. Sometimes all I need is for me to stop, take a moment, realize I've just accomplished something, and give myself a little congratulations, you're doing good. It makes my whole day a better place to be. And I'm sure it will make yours as well. Once again, recognizing the wins is part of the hard part. So make sure that you're routinely taking part in a little self-examination to make sure that you are paying attention to the ways that you're doing things right and giving yourself that recognition. Recognizing your wins is incredibly important, and it will help to keep you motivated. So that's our assignment for this lesson. Let's recognize our wins. Give ourselves that little mental pat on the back, or even something a little better if that's what you'd like to focus on. I also like an occasional nap. It doesn't have to be anything complicated as far as celebrating those wins. Sometimes just telling somebody else about it and letting someone that you care about know that you've had a little success is all it takes. Now, this week, I want you to focus on the ways that you win, the little things that you do to help you accomplish the goals, and then make sure that you give yourself that little pat on the back or a nap or whatever makes you just a little more happier throughout your day to recognize the ways in which you are succeeding. As we do this, we'll learn to focus on the positive and we'll learn to recognize our amazing. And that's what I want you to do this week. By the way, if you would like to, add to the comments below the video and tell us about how you have celebrated your win and share that so that we can share it with others, that would be awesome. Remember, sharing is a big part of this. Thank you very much for joining me today. And from Two Girls Getting Real, cheers!